Man.
What? That's your second one or your first?
What effect do commercials
Only one of them.
have on you?
What? I say there's only one of
Mostly push the fast forward on.
Okay.
It says, tell about something you did that was out of character. I don't really know what to say. Pardon? Yeah, give me another one.
The time you crawled through that cave was out of
I think
character.
that was out of character.
Yeah.
Is that a camper?
Yeah, what's word is Stephen now?
For television programs, and we don't really watch TV that much. How about if I say one of my favorite movies? Can't even think. One of my favorite movies is Fiddler on the Roof.
Why?
Fiddler on the Roof.
It's just
Oh,
interesting. I don't know, just about the father and his relationship with his
I thought you
stepdad.
said fiddle around the room.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Oh dear. What is one of the most unusual meals you ever ate?
The first time you were in Philippines?
How about the chicken soup? The chicken foot soup?
I didn't have that.
Rehydrated, dehydrated.
Oh yes. Once we went on a rafting trip, and we somehow, I don't know how it happened, but we ended up with not enough food. So, and we were really hungry. It was about 3 o'clock, and we stopped to set up camp, and we were all really hungry. So, my dad had taken along this snack, and he's like, "Why don't we eat this? This looks really good." A friend of mine gave it to me a couple years ago, and I bet it will be really good. And so he cooked this stuff up, and
It was not just a couple, it was 10 years ago. It was 10 years before.
Tell me what it was.
It was this dehydrated, rehydrated stew. And it was the grossest stuff you could ever eat. It was like this beef with broccoli and onions, and it was so gross.
It was very bitter.
Yeah. And each one of us went up to my mom one by one because we didn't want my dad to feel bad. We're like, "Mom, what do we do with this? I can't eat this." And so, in the end, I don't think we ended up eating it. We did. We did? I didn't.
It says, tell about an unusual form of transportation that you have used.
Horseback riding?
Trying to think the most unusual form of transportation.
Donkeys? Llamas?
I think probably one of the most unusual forms of transportation was the time that Dad and I hitchhiked over the mountains.
Absolutely.
2 weeks. We were 2 weeks on the road hitchhiking, and it was very much probably out of character for him to do that.
Definitely.
But it was one of my dreams to go hitchhiking over the Andes Mountains from Yurimacocha to Lima.
What kind of vehicles were you in?
Well, we started out in a lumber truck as far as Tingo Maria, and from
Sitting on the lumber?
yeah, sitting on top of the lumber, and then from Tingo Maria up to Huánuco, we took a pickup truck, and then from Huánuco we hiked a half a day, and then just hiking with backpacks.
That was the hiking part of the hitchhiking.
Yeah, right. and then we got into this place, and we saw an ore truck that took us. That we waited around for about an hour, and finally this this ore truck came along, and
Right in the back or the front?
we sat right on the top of the ore truck, and right behind us was this soupy mess of stuff. Just it was magnesium ore, just kind of kicking around in the back there, and we were right on top of it. So if the thing jiggled, we had to really kind of hold on to the thing because we were right up on the top of the cab, And then from there, we stopped in La Union that night, and then we stayed a couple days around there. Then we went to a place called Las Cruces, and we waited for about 13 or 14 hours. And there were no vehicles coming through at all. And we had to catch this bus was going through a different direction, and we had to go a different way. So we waited there about 14 hours, and finally this old bus came along. It was an old rickety bus. There were dust through the floorboards and stuff, and I remember it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. And we had consigned ourselves to sleep on the floor of this restaurant, and this bus comes by, and so we go hauling out there and flag the guy down, and he really didn't have any available seats, but he kicked two of his passengers off and had them sit on the floor, and because we were gonna pay the fare, so he sat Dad over on the one side. I was sitting right next to the driver, and I remember all night the guy behind me kept on saying, keep talking to the guy, because they were concerned that he was going to fall asleep. And this road was just this windy old road that went down from 14,000 feet down to the coast. And they were really nervous about it because I think they had suspected the guy had been drinking or something. So that was probably the most unusual trip that we took. And then from there we hitchhiked, and the guy took us down probably 6 hours to Lima in his Mercedes.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you had to sit.
I guess we used to always help my mom make cakes for Christmas, and so I guess that's one of the first ones.
Yeah.
That's the first one I remember.